Hi guys and welcome back to our channel Sharang and Sharvari. So in this video it's just going to be me, and firstly I want to apologize to all of our subscribers for the huge delay in uploading videos. Me and Sharang were caught up in a bit of personal things and taking care of work, health and everything in general. So that is why we couldn't make the time to make a new video, but of course we are in works for it. So you shall hear from us both soon. But today I just decided to come on here and make a video because this is a topic that really has helped me in my life. And I think now, since people have started thinking about going to foreign countries and you're figuring everything out, like which college you want to go to, the visas and everything. I think this video is like this is the great time to make this particular video so that you can refer to it when you're going abroad. And personally, it is, very close to my heart because the things that I'm going to tell you in this video will really help you. It definitely helped me. And I must say that I did not at all know cooking before I went to a foreign country to study. So I had to learn everything from scratch, but there are a few tricks and tips that I'll give you in this video that will definitely help you in your study abroad journey. So, firstly, I'll give a bit of background. I studied in the UK for 1 year and I did my master's there. So, total, I lived there for about 1.5 year. But my course was for 1 year. And in that period, I was, living in university accommodation. So, we had our own bedroom and our own bathroom, but the kitchen was shared. So you will see this. I mean, I'm not sure for all of the countries, but at least for the UK, this is a very common pattern that is followed. And people tend to have or choose housing that offers this sort of, experience. You also have some housings in which there is like the bathroom is also shared. You just have a bedroom and the bathroom and the kitchen are all shared with other people. That's one other option you have. Or you can completely stay in a studio apartment if you're really, you can afford it, you're well to do. And you can, cook your own meal. In that case, you won't have to think about, storing things in a fridge and all because it will literally be your space. But if you're going to stay in university accommodation in which you're sharing a kitchen with other people, I would recommend that you really watch this video because it helped me. So, as I was saying, I stayed in the UK for a year and my accommodation was of the sort that we had our own bathroom and bedroom, but the kitchen was shared. And I was sharing a flat with three other girls. So, one girl was from India, one girl was from South America, she was Peruvian, and one girl was Chinese. And like now looking back at it, I think the variety of food cooked in that kitchen was a lot because me and the Indian girl used to make our food, the Peruvian girl used to make her food, and Chinese food, of course, everyone loves it. So that was also being made over there. And when it came for me to, really think about, okay, now I want to go to a foreign country or now I really want to think about studying abroad, I took care of all the things that came before it. Like, of course, getting the necessary grades, applying to the university that I want. But one thing that I did not take into consideration was living alone. And I think this forms such a big part of your study abroad experience. Because in my case, I did not think about cooking, cleaning, and all those things. Cleaning, in my opinion, can be managed because you have mops, you have, disinfectant cleaners and all of that. So you can maybe learn how to clean your room or you'll figure it out eventually. But if you are a person who has had home cooked meals her own whole life, or you've stayed at home pretty much, then suddenly the shift for you might be a bit hard. And that is exactly what happened in my case when I went to study to the UK for a year. Uh, so my mom really took effort. So here I would give credit to my mom to, uh, sit on my head, and she was like, you need to learn cooking, Sharvari, before you leave. It is necessary. It's a very important life skill. But I was that typical young adult, and so I did not listen to her at all. I, just brushed it off saying, I'll figure it out. Yeah, big deal. But then it really created a problem for me once I landed in the UK. So I will tell you one thing that when I went there, there was nothing like ChatGPT. So it came out a year later. Otherwise, I think my life could have been way better. But I had to figure everything out from what groceries to buy, because here in India, my mother used to take care of all the vegetables, pulses, milk, and all to be brought. But in this scenario, I was completely on my own. And of course, I had to cater to my food tastes. That is why it was very hard for me to actually think about what I wanted. So, the first tip I would give you guys is make sure your grocery list is pretty comprehensive, because if you miss out on a thing, running back to the store for just one thing would not make sense. And if you're living in a place where the store is not that close by to you, you're in a deep problem. And it's pretty inconvenient to ask other people for their stuff, because all of you are new in a new country. It's a whole university experience. So some people may like it, may not like it if you borrow their stuff. So till you develop that rapport, at least in the first 2 to 3 months, I would recommend completely buying your own grocery. Also, if you're in an accommodation where the kitchen is shared, I would recommend really separating your things, because it might seem a bit rude at first, or it might seem very kind of straightforward. But I think in the long run, to prevent fights or misunderstandings, it's a very good way to label your stuff, and also label your area in the fridge. Because for us, we had decided on this system when we moved in, all four of us, and till the end of the semester and everything, it really worked out well, because all of us had different food tastes, and to cater to those was hard. So having a common fridge would really confuse everyone. So we divided the fridge into four sections, and then we each named our section, like literally. And we used to come and buy our grocery and keep it in that specific section of the fridge. And that, trust me, really helped. Now, coming to the actual recipes. So, if you're a hardcore Indian like me and you really want to have cooked good Indian food, because we all know that eating outside in the long run is not good for your health. It will definitely cost you a lot of health measures, and also money wise it's not affordable, especially in the UK when things are already that expensive. In my case, I had a few recipes up my sleeve that really helped me in my time there, and you can make these recipes absolutely quickly. It is very simple to make them, but they really can save you at times, especially when you are on a deadline, you have a part-time job, or you're stuck with assignments. So the first recipe that I'll share with you is aloo ki sabzi. It's literally the staple recipe for any Indian person living abroad, and anyone can make it. It is so easy. The way to make it is that potatoes are easily available in foreign countries. So they are at the same price at, it's not expensive since you can easily get it. And make sure you carry your basic tadka stuff. So what is included in that? If you're a Maharashtrian, you'll have mustard seeds. That's called mori. You'll have jeera. Jeera is common to all the states of North India, I think. I think mustard seeds as well, because they're called rai, if I'm not wrong. So you have mustard seeds, you have jeera, you have to carry those long red dry chilies. So that is another good tadka material. You have oil, of course, you can get oil in a foreign country. And do carry haldi and carry hing. Hing is asafoetida. Haldi is turmeric, as you might be knowing. So all of these things form the basic tadka for any Indian sabzi ever. And this is what I learned. So what you do is just boil the potatoes till they're soft and mushy. In a pan, take oil, heat the mustard seeds and the jeera. After that, add some dry red chili to that and just splutter them a bit. After that, make sure if you have extras, then add green chilies. You can add, you know, uh, Kadi patta, we call it. I think those are, I forgot the name for that. But you have kadi patta, curry leaves. That's what I remembered. You have curry leaves. If you get them in an Indian store nearby, you're good to go. If you don't have that, that's also fine. And then just once you splutter all of that, it starts cooking a bit. Add the aloo to that, add the potatoes, and then just mix everything all up. Do add red chili powder. So that also you can either bring from India or you can buy there also. It's pretty common even in stores, big departmental stores. You can find that in the Indian section. And haldi you can add it at that time and just mix it all together. You'll have an amazing aloo ki sabzi, which is super easy to make. Literally takes 10 minutes on the clock. And if you're a person who really likes rotis and you don't want to make them, then I have a great substitute for you. Every foreign country, you get those tortilla sheets. the ones in which you can make rolls and all. I used to buy a lot of those, and I used to put butter on them to kind of mimic ghee. And then I used to have that aloo ki sabzi. I used to have that, and I used to cut up some vegetables to make a salad. So that really helped me. This was like a full meal, and I used to feel pretty satiated after that. This is one meal that I'll share with you. The second meal that I would want to share with you is dal fry. It may seem hard, but dal fry is actually super easy to make. You can carry dal, tur dal jo hoti hai, you can carry that from India, or you can also buy it in an Indian store wherever you're going. And it is very common, so you won't find it very hard to, buy dal over there. So just make sure that you steam the dal, boil it. So if you have a pressure cooker, then you can make sure it has like 3 whistles. That would be the appropriate amount for the dal to cook properly. If you don't have that, then I would suggest that pour it in water, and then after that you can make sure that the dal just keep stirring it, and then the dal will cook eventually. So that is those are like 2 ways in which you can cook dal. After that, the same tadka that you use for the aloo ki sabzi, you can use it for the dal. We started with mustard seeds, jeera, then curry leaves if you have them, red chili powder, and then instead of the aloo, add the dal to it, so that your dal fry is ready. And of course, there are a few extra things if you get them easily, like seasoning, coriander, kasuri methi, and all. You can add those. But if you literally have nothing, this is the basic thing that you'll need, and you're good to go. That was dal. So the first dish we did was aloo ki sabzi. The second was dal. The third dish that, if you're a non-veg lover, I would say, is chicken curry, which is also pretty simple, I must say. Chicken curry, I would say you can make it, but it takes a bit more time for the chicken to cook than you would with potatoes and dal. So maybe I will just give the chicken cooking instructions, and other than that, all the other steps that you have to cover are the same like the previous one. But you have to boil the chicken properly, and you have to make sure that you either fry it or you grill it. And if you grill it, it is the best, like the healthiest option. There's nothing like it. But if you fry it, then you have to make sure that the chicken passes the uh, fork test. So you have to make sure that the chicken is being cooked using a fork, and you have to just make sure you insert the fork. If it comes out fine, if there's no resistance, then the chicken is cooked properly. It becomes a bit mushy. That is how you test for chicken. So chicken curry requires a bit more masala. So that you can get a tandoori chicken masala, you have chicken curry masala, or you can use garam masala. That's also fine. Otherwise, you can use the same tadka that I suggested before. And the last recipe that I'll recommend is, if you're a pasta lover, there is a desi twist version to it. So pasta you can literally get in any country. Just boil the pasta, and after that make a kind of like chop up some veggies, tomatoes, bell peppers, which you again get easily in foreign countries. Then make sure that in a pan you heat oil, again splatter mustard seeds and jeera. And after that you can just uh, kind of saute the vegetables on the tadka. Make some tomato puree if you can, or you can buy it directly from the store. And then, just mix it in with the vegetables. And after that, you have to add the cooked boiled pasta to that and just stir it all properly. You'll have your lazy pasta. So these are, a compilation of 4 recipes that I personally used to make a lot when I was in the UK. That really helped me, and it's a full meal, so like you don't feel hungry afterwards. This is especially good for dinner. You can pair it with yogurt, salads, to whatever is to your liking, and you can also have dessert after that. So nothing can go wrong. So yeah, I guess that would be it from my side. I know you guys must be pretty tense in your study abroad preparations, which is why I decided to make this video to help you guys out. And if you have any doubts, or if you want to know more about my study abroad experience or Sharan's experience, or you want to know how we live there as students, then you can comment down below. Both of us definitely make it a point to read your comments. So make sure you comment down in the comment section below. Also, we see that you engage with our content, so make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our channel Sharang and Sharvari on YouTube. And lastly, make sure the bell icon is pressed on your screen so that you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. I know our posting schedule has not been that great lately since we were caught up in a billion other things, but now I promise we'll be back to our usual posting schedule. and pretty soon you'll see me and Sharang together in a video. Great guys, thank you. I hope this video helped you, and I will see you soon with Sharang hopefully, and we will definitely check it out. See you guys and take care. Bye.